Transparency is critical for us. It helps inform choices that we make. Who are we speaking to, where we need to speak to them, what type of content or creative we need to put in front of them. So when we think about a holistic consumer journey, the more we know, the smarter choices that we can make. The other thing about transparency that's really important is knowing what I'm buying and if I'm getting what I'm buying. It's so easy nowadays that we hide behind buzzwords. We want to be trustful of our different partners, but when we use the buzzwords, it's very unclear what we actually are saying, and we might be saying different things to each other. So I like to boil it down to very simple terms when I'm asking questions. The technicalities of what we do are really important, but so is just the baseline understanding behind some of the tactics that we take in our media channels and choices.
Yeah, I was hoping you could elaborate on that a bit more because, lately we hear about different data signals being deprecated and, these worries about are things becoming less transparent for brands such as yourself. Do you have any thoughts on that? Or?
Yeah, I think that use of data and technology and automation is very powerful. But again, all along, everything we've done in the media space has been all about the balance of art and science. And that's the magic of what we do. And so it could be very easy to set it and forget it when you think about setup and data structure and automation and technology. What's also really important to me in that space is understanding where we are in the journey. If we're very early on in the journey, that should match the effort and energy you're putting behind something. We always want to be prepared and be future forward, but a lot of stock can be taken early on, and you could be misplacing and mismatching your effort and energy when something's in the very early stages. Then again, if it is early stage and we're not all collectively part from all angles in the media community of shaping it, we're never going to be future forward. So it's really important that ultimately what we all want to be doing, or I hope what we all want to be doing, is creating a great consumer experience. But that doesn't just fall on any one of us in this. It falls on us as marketers and advertisers. It falls on our media partners. It falls on our agency partners, our creative teams. So we all play a role in this. And it's really important that we come together and we are focused on creating a good consumer experience and learning how data, technology, automation can play an important role in that.
And is there anything else about creating a good consumer experience you can tell us about or what you look for?
Yeah, again, this is where I think the human angle and the thinking is important, because it's one thing to be retargeting people, but it's another thing to be creating a really awful consumer experience. Now, some people might look at that item when they're served that ad many times because they went to a website or showed some interest in some way, shape, or form as a sign that they should go and buy that product, and that's fantastic. But it can get to the point that it's of excess, and it starts to create a bad consumer experience. It could be a turnoff to people, but it also can come across as a little desperate. I think that's what we all want to avoid, and that's why the human element and the human thinking piece is really important to understand.
Okay. And also with measurement, what do you think about the tools that you have out there? Is there anything you'd like to see as far as advancements in the way you're able to track how effective your campaigns are?
Yeah, when it comes to measurement, I think it's really important to understand the component pieces of the consumer journey and the best tools that we have to look at those pieces individually. But we can't forget that we're all consumers and we participate in media channels and choices in different ways. And if we don't tie it together holistically, we end up in a system where something could falsely look like it worked on its own. And you could easily make choices to stop doing something entirely or to decrease another media choice that you have. And then it starts negatively impacting other parts of your plan that you thought were efficient. Likewise, we've seen instances where, when we've grown awareness and we've grown being top of mind with consumers, it actually has made our mid and lower funnel media more efficient and more effective. So I just think it's really important when we're thinking about measurement, we should not be thinking in silos. We need the right tools in the silos, but we also need something holistic to pull it all together.